I shepherd a small church. Before I opened my ministry, I congregated in the Baptist church. I did workouts in the gym to the point where I got a muscular body. The pastor said we should take care of our bodies. Women underwent plastic surgery, stomach reduction, liposuction, and silicone breast implants. Others put silicone on the buttocks. I prayed a lot in the middle of the night and something was making me uncomfortable with all that. I wondered if it was godly to have such vanity. I began to ask God for an answer and I undertook 40 days of prayer in search of an answer. When I got to the last day of the prayer campaign, I was worried I would have no answer. At night I prayed and went to sleep. I felt a sharp pain in my chest that I could not breathe, and suddenly I was surprised to be standing and my body lying on the bed. A light appeared upon me and my soul was taken away. I realized I was in a dark place. That light did not leave me and illuminated the place. One voice said, "Be prepared to receive the revelations, just follow that light." The first place this light took me, I saw a sign written idolatry. That place of idolaters was divided into specific behaviors. What scared me was that no soul was worshipping Catholic images. They were church-worshipping Christians, and there I saw Christians adoring their pastors. And in the other division, I saw the idolaters of soccer players. I went to the other compartment and saw a giant soccer ball and worshippers of the football clubs. I saw worshippers of singers, bands, actors, and the stars. I saw worshippers of money, of sacred objects until I reached the worshippers of images. I saw a pastor who is for worshipping his wife. I saw a Christian woman who loved her husband to the point of leaving Jesus' path and living for him. Whatever you can imagine idolizing, they were all there. I left this place and saw two Christian parents, a man and a woman who showed favoritism among their children and fostered jealousy. They treated one of their children better than the other. This caused a rebellion in the heart of the neglected child and made him grow up with a lot of hatred. I kept following the light and went to a place where there were only muscular men. That's the place for male and female bodybuilders. The demons with knives cut open their bodies and plucked their muscles. I did not know the meaning of that revelation. A voice told me, they were created in my image, but they preferred to have the deformed image of Satan. I also saw UFC fighters in hell with bodybuilders and sportsmen, plastic surgeries. I continued to walk and saw women who put silicones on their breasts, buttocks, arms, and faces. The demons called them their dolls because they had put too many plastic substances in their bodies. The demons saw that they had injected silicone into their bodies. The demons said, "These silicones are ours and we are going to take them out of their bodies." Are plastic women, women who did liposuction, stomach reduction, plastic surgery on the face. When they get to hell, the demons open them and perform surgeries deforming all their bodies. One voice said, "Plastic surgery or any aesthetic procedure in the body deforms the image of God. They do not accept how He created them." Divorce. I saw the demon of divorce inside hell. I remembered my life and my wife. Our marriage was wearing thin, and the church still oppressed us by giving counsel against us. A demon tried to strike me in hell with a spear, but the light near me prevented him from approaching. The light took me out of that place and led me to the clouds where for the first time I met Jesus. He said, "My servant, it was my voice that spoke to you in hell. Now witness to the world what you saw. I have anointed you as my shepherd. Set your married life with your wife and do my work." When my soul returned to the body, my wife and I still slept in separate beds, and when we slept in the same bed, we were distant from the other. A demon lay in the space of the bed that is the middle. It was he who made my wife look strange. Elections and politicians. The light led me to a part of hell. I saw electronic voting machines of choice. The ballot boxes were filled with votes from a candidate. All the polls had their photos. One voice said, "All the polls are rigged. Only those who make pacts are the ones who win the election. Satan has already elected who will rule this nation." I looked at the polls and saw the photo of George W. Bush. 2 years after my rapture he was elected. A voice told me, "Tell the church not to protest against the governors, as unfair as they are. The rebellion comes from Satan and is a sin of witchcraft. Tell the church to pray for governors only." I do not want my servants to be political. The government takes away my servants from me and corrupts their hearts. My disciples renounced the world and are not part of the government. Politics is the deception of Satan where he controls all designs and laws. I received this revelation and proved in the Bible that there is no doctrine within the New Testament that says the Christian can be a politician. Jesus was the first to reject the government when the people began to acclaim him as king. The 12 disciples also did not get involved in politics. The Apostle Paul, who belonged to the political party of the Pharisees, also left to serve Jesus, and many Christians want to be politicians based on the Old Testament as the passage of Joseph and Daniel. Do not apply this as it will lead you to hell.